Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is July 26, 2024. Here is another daily analysis. Actually, this is a weekly edition for us. Without further ado, let's get us started. So here is S&P 500 weekly chart. And as you see here, for the second consecutive week, we got bear bar here and the market just going down. July top formed last week. And this week, we just got a follow through. I believe that we're going to have another down tick next week. So next week, we can stretch down. However, we might see a pullback potentially like today on Monday as well. So we may see a Monday uptick, potentially Tuesday. But after that, I should say, we're going to get a down tick all the way down to here to this important demand area, which is coming to 5,200 area. So that 5,200 channel is going to just have like lots of buyers are going to come back. So potentially we may see first week, or I should say first half of August, we may see a positive cycle. Then from the third week of August all the way to November, we can see kind of like a downtick going all the way down. So I should say this is based on the timing that I have. Potentially next week we will have another downtick, but when we are getting to kind of like early August, we should see an uptick. Another uptick is coming, and then getting back to the downside. Let's say the third week of August. The stochastic on a weekly chart, we just confirmed that the bear reversal is here. Also, MACD is getting into a sell signal, which is a sell signal on weekly, and everything is getting back to the bearish momentum, folks. So we just we need to be cautious. Even in a sharp sell-off like this, we just got a 3 weeks down tick all the way down to SMA 20, then get it back to the upside. So potentially we will get another test at 2 weeks down. Right now we are getting into that third one next week, and then 52 to 5,300, that's going to be the area that I'm just looking for a market bottom, at least for intermediate time. So we may see 2-3 weeks uptick and then getting back to the bearish momentum to the downside for S&P 500. Potentially we are getting into 4,900-ish area. So that's going to be kind of like a long-term trend line here, going back all the way down to COVID crash. So that's kind of like the scenario that I'm looking for. Potential September, October, we're gonna get to this bottom here at this time as well. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to the daily chart. Here's the daily chart. And this is fantastic, guys, just because yesterday we come up with this analysis that market needs to show something, and it shows itself very, very nicely. So this is nice, important trend line here, going back to October bottom. And this is the third touch. And you know that the third touch is very, very important, just because lots of institution or kind of like a big traders coming back to the third touch. Today price action was good just because we got the third touch here, and also we recaptured SMA 50, and also we get above this important pivotal point. This is very important. Sellers still to control middle of this wide range bar. We're getting close to this area. So for the second consecutive tackle, I should say, sellers to control. If we go to intraday chart, let me just go to hourly chart. I'm going to show you which area I'm talking about. So here's the area that I'm just looking at. So this is previous demand area, forms a nice rally to the upside. So this demand area a couple of times actually hit, and then last time we broken down. So lots of sellers are here. So yesterday we just got a very sharp sell-off after this. Then we have a rally, nice rally, sharp sell-off after that. Today we just defended this pivot, important pivot, 5,400-ish area. So we just had a nice rally all the way up, again getting to this level, which is 54.80, 54.90. Then sellers took control again, but this time it didn't smash the market down. So we just got another demand area here, 54.54, and market just recaptured itself. We may see, as I said, breakthrough if it shows a breakthrough, this is kind of like a reverse head and shoulder. We may see the uptick going all the way up to 55.20 to 55.25 to tackle this trend line. Even if we can get higher, we are going to get to this gap, which I believe that's going to be huge, kind of like a resistance, or supply or sellers are going to sit in here. So we may see uptick, as I said, especially on Monday's session. We may see uptick, but that uptick is going to be limited. So the upside targets could be limited. 1% up today, not a bad session. Moving on to Nasdaq, let me go to weekly chart because this is important to analyze it with weekly. So weekly, we just got interesting level going all the way down to SMA 20 and also this demand area. So this is the area that I was looking for, and we just got it earlier. So in 2 weeks, actually 3 weeks, we just got here and bounced back up. So next week, we can get again a tackle to this area, which is going to be 19,500-ish. So that's going to be the level that I'm looking for as a bounce. And this bounce can follow through with another sell-off all the way to here and also here as well. So we're going to get to 18,000 level, which is very, very important just because there are lots of demand area here in a daily chart. So you see this bearish candle here, follow through with 3 consecutive green bar, which is 3 white soldiers. So this initiates this parabolic rally to the upside. Lots of sellers change the direction to buy. So if we just stretch this line, it's going to be 18,000, 17,800, something like that. So that's going to be the level that I'm looking for a strong bottom. And also stochastic momentum is showing the bear reversal here. So we may see, as I said, 2-3 weeks, 2-3 weeks down, we are getting to this area for a next buying opportunity. So we're waiting for that one, but not yet. So weekly chart needs to tell us exactly if this is the bottom. Moving on to daily chart. So here's the daily chart. And interestingly, we just got a very oversold condition in daily, very oversold condition. And we're just getting into this wide range bar. So this is important. Wide range bar reacted nicely, SMA 100 as well coming to play. But I don't care about SMA because this wide range bar is very important. So we just got rebound from here. We can get, so here is the level that I have, 19,462. I'm just reading here, writing here for those folks who can't see my number. I know sometimes I get a complaint that these numbers are very, very small in the video. Apology for that, but 19,462, that's the area that I'm looking for as a bounce to this area. So if we get to intraday chart here, let me just go to this area. So this is very, very important as well. So if we get above 19,200 to 19,252, then we can see a pullback, a rally all the way up to here, and then sharp sell-off after that. So there are lots of supply area here, guys. Lots of supply areas here, especially this area, which is going to be 19,500 to 19,600. So that's the area that I'm looking for as like a sell opportunity. We are getting into that area. Probably we will sell the market again. Moving on to Dow, which was a rocket star for today with Russell 2000. So Dow nicely reversing back up. Healthcare actually and banks were kind of like rocket star for today. Big value names coming back up nicely. Dow is getting above this previous week. Actually, it just closed the week. Let me go to weekly chart. Yes, a weekly chart closed positive. So that's fantastic. We don't get any red bar in the Dow Jones Industrial. So for the other indexes, you saw that 2-3 weeks red bars, but Dow is getting back to bullish momentum. However, I should say this is gonna be temporary because Dow obviously is showing some kind of like a very huge divergence in the weekly chart. So I believe that the next sell-off is coming with Dow when the other names actually are forming the bottom. So we can see some kind of like a reversal in a Dow, and that could be very ugly. We don't see a reversal yet for Dow. And we just saw that in S&P 500 Nasdaq 2 weeks ago, and we got into sell position. Dow still is lagging for the sell-off, but I believe that when it comes to Dow, it can be very ugly. Dow can go all the way down to these levels here. So I just need to recalculate to see what's going to be the downside target for Dow Jones. But I believe that this red line here is very important. So let me just clean the charts here. So 35,000, actually, yes, 36,800. So let me write it down here, 36,800. That's the area that I'm looking for, Dow Jones, for a downside target. Right now, I know that it's crazy. It's just up here. But if we get to the downside, we're going to see some kind of like a breakthrough. So we're going to see very sharp decline to here, which is happening September, October. I believe Dow is getting to bearish momentum for a long time, while the other ones actually formed the bottom earlier. So stay tuned for that one. Dow could be a very, very interesting short signal. Moving on to gold, which had a positive day today. As you follow yesterday video, we mentioned about the bounce here. So sure enough, we just got a bounce, but this is just a bounce, guys. So potentially we may see another uptick by Monday as well. The stock market can go higher to 24 area, 2400. But I should say that lots of sellers are here. So 24 to 2417, lots of sellers are here. And we can see a reversal. If reversal goes down, take out this pivotal point, then it can go to 20 to 30 easily. So it's going to be just advanced to the downside. Moving on to silver, which was positive as well, but very, very shallow. So silver just formed a doji bar here after yesterday's sell-off. And you see this, silver is just forming a topping formation here. We just get below this important pivotal point. So any bounce to this level could be another sell to here. Again, bounce or sell to this area, which is going to be a fantastic buying opportunity. And I'm waiting for that to get here. So that's my kind of like a strategy. Wait for decent level for a long time. Let me just put it here as well. So decent level for a long time. When it gets there, I'm going to buy it with two hands. Right now, I'm just staying away of silver for now, and also gold as well. I believe that the next buying opportunity is coming. Moving on to crude, crude just getting to the downside as well. So after 2 days bounce, crude is coming down. Seems like there is no demand for crude anymore, and it can go lower if it goes below this important supply demand area. Then it's going to test this pivot, and if it breaks through, which I believe $66 per barrel is coming for crude. So I know some people don't like my analysis on crude, but this pattern, to me, it is not bullish at all. It's just forming the basing, but as I said, July is going to be one of the ugliest months for crude, and it can continue in August as well. So it can go down to $61 to $66 per barrel. Moving on to Bitcoin, individual names. Bitcoin had a fantastic rally today, 2%, 2.56% to the upside. Great flip-flop to the upside. Bitcoin can tackle 70,000 again. We're going to see what's going to happen to this level. But if it tests this one, there's going to be lots of potential for a breakthrough. And that would be fantastic because $100,000 Bitcoin is coming. Ethereum, getting back to the upside, it is lagging. Obviously, it is lagging compared to Bitcoin chart, but if it gets above this, I should say Ethereum can easily get back to this double top or triple top. US bond yield going down today, so crashing down, as I said. When it goes below this pivot, we may see 2 days bounce, but that was just a bounce. And bond yield is getting to the downside as well, so we may see another scenario for sell-off to 4.25%. And we may see a bounce here. Ultimately, I'm looking for sub 4% by year end. So we will see how it goes. TLT, which is treasuries, inverse correlation with bond yield, gapped up today, 72 cents up. This is interesting. We're gonna see ascending head and shoulder. Right now, it doesn't trigger, but if it triggers, it's gonna be bad. If it goes above this head, obviously it's gonna fail, and it can easily going higher. So I hope this direction works because I have TLT in my portfolio, 5%-ish. Moving on to VIX, a crash today. Sellers took control, 11% to the downside. This means, as I said yesterday, when I did my VIX analysis, I said the stock market seems like the bottom for a short term. And just because of this doji bar on VIX, so VIX didn't have any momentum. It goes exactly to this wide range bar, to this pivotal point, getting to the downside. I believe that VIX can go all the way down here, potentially on Monday or Tuesday. So we can see this, and the stock market finished the bounce. Dixie going down today, 8 cents down. It's kind of like a following bond yield. Dixie can go down 101 to 102 level shortly. I mean, shortly by September, let's say. Magma indicator going up as well, hold up pretty well after hours. Apple going up, but the momentum is weak. So still, see that, still techies are lagging. So techies are very weak. And I believe that any bounce with Apple can trigger to the downside, easily going down to here, to this area for a next buying opportunity. So we can get into Apple when it goes below 200 level. Amazon, just the optic today. A good bounce. We will give Amazon benefit of that, but chart is not bullish at all. Meta, the same scenario here. Bounce, 2% up. Microsoft, not a bad day actually, going up at very strategic trend line. So as you see, my analysis, I hope you saw that before. We mentioned about the bounce scenario here. We're gonna have something like this. And this is going to be a head and shoulder pattern. If it gets there, that's going to be potential short position, 4.45, 4.50, sorry, 450 to 445. That's going to be the scenario that I'm looking for short. So we may see 2-3 days bounce for Microsoft. If it gets there, that's going to be great. Google 28 cents down, but the doji bar seems like intermediate bottom here, at least for Google. It can have to here, or I should say the next fantastic buying opportunity is sitting here, which I'm going to get to that one as well. Moving on to Netflix, going down today, $2.72 dollar down. So Netflix in an optic like this is down. This means the stock is out of momentum. Tesla going down. Make sure watch my video on Tesla this weekend. I believe that Tesla finished its momentum to the upside. It's just going down 260, 270. Actually stretched out a bit even above my box here. Still my box is there, but that's okay. So Tesla gap down, going down. If it goes below 190, which I believe it's going to test it, we're going to see what's going to be the reaction. If it goes below 190, I should say Tesla can easily go down to 100 level area. So again, don't tell me, Ali, you saw that Tesla is going to 100. Look at my analysis. 190 is going to be benchmark. So if it goes below that, Tesla is in trouble to 100 level, even sub 100 level, all right? Moving on to semiconductor index, SMH. SMH going up today. Again, momentum is not that good. So sellers to control with the gapped up. Not a bad session for a bounce. Stocks, the same pattern here. Taiwan Semiconductor actually goes down after hours a bit. AMD, still, AMD is in a good location, but I believe the AMD can go down more down the road. NVIDIA, look at that. So even NVIDIA, 78 cents optic today. It doesn't have momentum, folks. Any bounce could be a sell opportunity for NVIDIA. Still, NVIDIA can go down here, which is 76 to 90, $96. So we may see kind of like a good, kind of like a selling opportunity coming on Monday as well. Moving on to Texas Instruments optic today. Texas $4.84 up. Lam Research $10 up today, but still sellers to control. You see that the candle is not green at all. Moving on to XLF, which is rocking to the star. As I said, XLF and banking sector just pushed the Dow higher. KBE gapped up. It's kind of like a getting to the end, I should say, for these names. Banks are very, very parabolically moved to the upside. KR regional banks are going higher as well, 60, just because interest rate potentially is coming down. And they may say potentially July is going to be a downtick for interest rate. I don't know. We will see. JP Morgan, $3.57 up today. Not a bad session. Goldman Sachs, $7.32 up. Bank of America, 1 cent down. And also Wells Fargo, 69 cents up as well. So banks are kind of like a mix, but I should say they are very close to the end of the rally. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to the gold miners. They were kind of like uptick with the entire market just as a bounce, 29 cents up, GDXJ 53 cents up. I'm not a fan of this at this level, waiting for lower to get back in to all of those names. AEM 36 cents up today, Newmont $1, 3 cents up as well. Franco Nevada 43 cents up, and also gold Barrick 7 cents up. As you see here, candles are not that strong at all. It's just a bounce, guys. Moving on to the XLE, which is energy going higher today. This is very interesting. Energy is up while crude is down. So they're kind of like a resilient to the crude behavior. We will see XOP 76 cents up, OH $4 again, but this is kind of like a week, right? So we just got here double top formation and a long ledge doji. So this is interesting, although we will give OH benefit of doubt. Exxon is the leader to the downside at just 10 cents down. I know the candle is green, but 10 cents down today. Chevron 30 cents up. Look at the shadow here after yesterday's surge. As I said, lots of sellers here, 160, 159 area. All right, guys, I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.